Megan with Kingdom Magic Vacations, a part of the Must-Love Travel Group. Now you may be wondering why I'm wearing this tiara and I have my birthday button here with me. Well, today I'm actually very excited because this has been my birthday week and I just celebrated my birthday, so I thought it'd be fun this week to share my top 5 ideas for ways to celebrate your birthday at the happiest place on earth, at Walt Disney World. So whether it be that you're going to Disney World to celebrate your own birthday, or if you're going to celebrate somebody else's birthday, a friend or family member, these are some ideas that I hope will help you to plan a very special celebration that will make some amazing memories. Just a trip to Disney in and of itself is a great way to celebrate any occasion. But if you're looking for something, on property that's a little something more, maybe a new experience that you've never done before, or just really something to ring in the occasion and mark the milestone that you're celebrating, then this is a couple of ideas that can help you to do just that at Disney World. So my very first one is actually going to be the fireworks boat cruise. So now this experience you can do either in the Magic Kingdom resort areas or over in the Epcot resort areas. I've done it before with my family and it is so much fun. I've actually done it a few times. All the times that we've done it, we've actually done it out of the Magic Kingdom resort areas. So one time we left from the Polynesian, another time we left from the Grand Floridian. You can basically take them from any of the docks around the Magic Kingdom resort areas and they do a really nice job. They take you out on a cruise around all of Bay Lake and Seven Seas Lagoon, and they give you a little bit of kind of Disney history as you go along. It's a really neat experience. And then the best part, the grand finale of the night, they dock you right there in front of the Magic Kingdom and you have just a front row seat to see the beautiful fireworks over in Magic Kingdom. It is an incredible experience. They pump in the music into your boat so you have your own just personal showing of Happily Ever After. Or if you even want to book the cruise on specialty nights, you can even see the Halloween fireworks, Hallow Wishes, or you can see the Christmas version of the fireworks. I've even done this before on New Year's Eve and saw the New Year's Eve fireworks at Magic Kingdom. A lot of fun. So there's a lot of different things you can do there. And they really do the experience up so well. Disney goes above and beyond to make special occasions, very memorable for families coming to Disney World. If you tell them in advance that you're celebrating something, they will make sure that they pull out all the stops for you. You can get different upgrade packages if you want to have a champagne toast on board or have a certain cake brought on or anything like that. They can arrange that for you. And they also decorate the boat up with balloons and everything so that it's very festive for you. All right, the second thing on my list is something that I've actually never done before, but I've always wanted to do. One of these days, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And it is over at Animal Kingdom. It is the Wild Africa Trek. So this experience it happens over at the Kilimanjaro Safari attraction in Animal Kingdom. If you've ever gone on the attraction before, you may have actually seen the Wild Africa Trek taking place as you go through on your safari jeep. Usually if you look over in the distance, you can see they do these private tours where you actually get to go backstage there on the savannah and you can actually go ahead and get very up close with some of the animals, which I would just love to do. It seems like a really neat experience. When you go over the hippo enclosure and kind of the crocodile enclosure, they have those big rope bridges going across and you get harnessed in and you can trek across that. Also during the experience, you get to do some really cool things such as feeding the hippos and getting just, like I said, very up close with a lot of the animals. They even do lunch out on the savannah in a private safari hut and you get just those amazing views. This is one of my favorite attractions. Kilimanjaro Safari, I feel like it's not a trip to Animal Kingdom unless I've gone on the Kilimanjaro Safari. It definitely is, the big attraction to go see in Animal Kingdom. And so just to be able to have that kind of backstage, more up close and personal experience, I think it would just be so cool. So it would definitely be a good way to celebrate a birthday or any special occasion. So for the third thing on my list, I'm going to talk about the different tours that you can do at Walt Disney World. So I've done a couple of these tours in the past. Disney has a lot of great backstage tours that you can do if you kind of want to dive a little bit deeper into the magic, see behind the curtain just a little bit. And I know personally for me, that's something that just fascinates me. Obviously I love Disney and I love just everything about the Disney culture. And I really love seeing how Disney does things. So the backstage of Disney just fascinates me. So I've gotten to do a couple of the tours in the past. A couple years ago, I did the Marceline's Magic Kingdom tour. This is a great experience. Marceline's Magic Kingdom is all about Walt Disney and how his life is shown throughout the parks and how different attractions kind of pay homage to different times in his life and different details throughout the park that I'd never even picked up on before, but they actually are paying tribute to Walt Disney or giving a little nod to a certain thing, certain milestone in his life. Walt Disney grew up in Marceline, Missouri, so that's how the tour got its name, Marceline to Magic Kingdom. And really, the tour was just, if you are a Walt Disney fan, it's something you have to do. You get the behind the scenes of Disney, but you also get so much about Walt Disney as a person and his life. I remember just from the tour, we took a lot of time just going down Main Street, USA, which was actually fashioned after Walt Disney's hometown, and really just taking our time, and they pointed out a lot of different details in a lot of the shop windows and just things that I've walked past so many times and never really paid attention to, and now I have a whole new love and appreciation. So that tour is definitely incredible. That one is Marceline to Magic Kingdom. My absolute favorite tour I've ever done at Disney, hands down, has been the Keys to the Kingdom tour. The Keys to the Magic Kingdom tour is a 5-hour long tour, and this one goes even deeper than the Marceline to Magic Kingdom tour. This one really will get you very in-depth and does a lot more with taking you backstage. There's actually 2 times during the tour that you get to go backstage into different areas, and it's a significant portion of the time that you are on the tour. The first time that you go backstage is actually going to be over in Frontierland. You're going to go back behind Splash Mountain and get to see the warehouse where they keep all of the parade floats for the different parades that they do throughout the day in Magic Kingdom. This was incredible for me to see. They talk all about what it takes to put on a Disney parade, different things that the performers do, and really let you in on a lot of really neat Disney secrets. So this experience was just so incredible. And then the second time that they take you backstage during the same tour, you actually go down underneath the Magic Kingdom in the famous utilidors. So a little fun fact, not many people know, when you go into the Magic Kingdom, you're actually on the 2nd floor. The Magic Kingdom is built on the 2nd level. Underneath of the Magic Kingdom, you will find the utilidors, and this is a cast member only area. It is off limits to guests. This is truly the heart of everything operational with the Magic Kingdom. This is where cast members have their break rooms. This is where cast can get from one section of the parks to another without being seen, without having to walk in regular guest areas. So it's definitely very secretive and very cool. You get to see a lot of really neat things and really go fully behind the curtain with this experience. And for me, that was just something I always wanted to do, and this tour allowed me to do that. Doing the Keys to the Kingdom tour is the only way to get access to this exclusive area, and it was something I will never forget. It was a bucket list thing for me to be able to say that I went actually into the famous utilidors, and I just loved it. So staying on the topic of tours, if you're looking for another option, one that's a little bit less expensive, Disney has a lot of great options for some different tour experiences. A favorite of mine is the Behind the Scenes tour over in Epcot. If you're familiar with the Living with the Land boat ride in the Land Pavilion, this tour takes place backstage there in the different greenhouses, and it's really, if you love gardening or even if you just love kind of the behind the scenes of Disney, this is something you will really appreciate. You get to go back and see where they grow a lot of the produce that they use across property in many of the restaurants, and you just get more of an up-close look at all of those greenhouses back in there that you usually can see from the boat ride. I've done this tour twice before, and each time I always learn something a little bit different. The current rate for the Behind the Scenes tour is $25 a person, so it's definitely a very economical option if you want to be able to do a backstage tour experience. Okay, so the 4th item on my list for ways to celebrate your birthday at Walt Disney World is going to be one for the younger kids. If you have kids and want to find a great way for them to do something special at Walt Disney World to celebrate a birthday, then I would definitely recommend the Bippity Boppity Boutique for little girls and the Pirates League for little boys. These 2 experiences are both makeover experiences for little kids. So let's talk about for the little princesses. We have the Bippity Boppity Boutique. There's actually 2 Bippity Boppity boutiques on Disney property. One is over in Disney Springs, and then the other one is in the Magic Kingdom, actually right inside of Cinderella's castle. With this experiences, girls can pick out a princess dress, they get their hair and makeup done, they can get their nails done. It's basically like a little spa experience for little girls, and it is so cute. They can truly feel like a princess for the day with their very very own personal fairy godmother in training. And now for the pirates in the family, also located in Magic Kingdom, you will find the Pirates League. The Pirates League is right over by the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction. Here in the Pirates League, your kids can get to be transformed into a pirate and even go through a really cool experience where they take the pirate oath and get to pick out their own pirate name. It's really a very cool experience for little kids. So both the Bippity Boppity Boutique and the Pirates League would be wonderful options for a child to celebrate their birthday at Disney. And now this brings us to number 5 on my list for ways to celebrate a birthday at Walt Disney World. This is going to be the dessert parties that they do across property at Disney. So many different parks are now offering an option for a dessert party, and with the dessert party you get, of course, like the name suggests, you get a whole selection of desserts and goodies, which is perfect for ringing in any birthday. That's why I picked this one, because I was like, you have to, of course with any birthday, you have to have a whole selection of sweet treats to enjoy. So that's why the dessert party would be a wonderful option. And a lot of it, depending on where you do the dessert party at, each dessert party has its own then special perk that you get with it. I know over in Magic Kingdom you can do the Happily Ever After dessert party. This dessert party takes place on the Tomorrowland Terrace. You get to have your dessert party and then you get exclusive seating right there to watch the fireworks. So it's a win-win situation. You get to enjoy all those wonderful sweets and goodies, and you get reserved seating in a special area, special VIP section to watch the fireworks. Other parks are also doing these as well. There's different dessert parties that you can look into at both Epcot and Hollywood Studios. So definitely a great option to celebrate any occasion. So there's definitely options for everybody depending on what you're looking for. So those have been my top 5 ways to celebrate your birthday at Walt Disney World. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this gave you some ideas. Like I said, if you're going to Disney to celebrate your own upcoming birthday or somebody close to you. Have a great day and happy birthday if it's your birthday, or happy unbirthday if it's not. Be sure to contact Kingdom Magic Vacations for all your vacation needs. Our knowledgeable team is excited to help you plan the trip of a lifetime for you and your family. Have a great week, and I will see you in my next video.